Hello and welcome to TechnoStrasse. I'm Tom Dodge. Get in touch, Facebook.com/TechnoStrasse. Remember to like, comment and subscribe on the video below. Right now, this is from Fabio Florido, available right now on the mighty +8 Records. The release is called Multiverse. It's got 4 tracks, including one great remix courtesy of Matador. I'm going to say this is potentially the best track of 2019 so far. Big, bold, evolving techno goodness. Let's take a listen. So kicking things off and really rooting this track to the ground. It's not grumbling bass line. It's not too big, it's not too small. It just sits perfectly and lets everything else get on with it. And what I'm saying, everything else, nice weaving synthesizers, and I can only describe them as sort of tense percussion. It does the job. It doesn't take over the scene. It's not hiding in the background, it just does its job really well. And like I said, this track is constantly evolving. So this percussion, these drums, these cymbals, these rides, they're always adding up, they're always building up throughout the track. Instead of just being the same drum loop over and over again repeated, there's always something constantly moving, whether it's a ride cymbal being added in, a clap coming through, snare drums moving out throughout the mix. It's just constantly evolving. The same with these synthesizers. So at the moment they're kind of grumbling kind of stabs that kind of add up to the groove, but later on we're starting to hear these higher stabs, almost analog. I think most of this track is analog, it wouldn't surprise me. They really perk the track up. So far, really the foundations of the track are being laid really, really well. Synthesizers kind of weaving in and out, and I've already mentioned the low stabs kind of complement the bass line a lot, give us a little bit of that lower end groove, and then the higher pitched up stabs really just add a bit more bounce to the track. Overall, the track is really sort of technical sounding, but I think that's what I like from Fabio Florido. Some of his tracks are quite rigid in their formation, some of them are really loose and abstract. I think this one really kind of fits perfectly in the middle. It's got enough 4/4 kind of solid beats to it to work, but it's also got these nice abstract elements to it with the evolving nature of the track. As we approach the breakdown now, the main focus is going to be on that nice analog stab that starts to really modulate out, particularly as we approach the drop as well. There's some really nice percussion that comes in right at the last minute to just add up that little bit of tension before the track drops off. So I'll join you on the other side of the breakdown. So there we have it. The drop builds in these nice tom hits just before the drop comes through. It kind of, the synthesizer then just comes back out of nowhere, and like I've said throughout this track, it doesn't just repeat the same synthesizers again and again. It's still evolving. We're in like the last third of the track, and it's still mutating, it's still modulating, it's still evolving. And like I said earlier, that is Fabio Florido's style, what makes him stand out. He can do both the kind of 4/4 repetitive sort of techno. You can do the really abstract stuff that he's released on his own, off his own back, the really kind of abstracty, atmospheric type music. And this, I think, why I say this is probably the best track in 2019 so far, is it's right in the middle. It takes the elements from both sides, pulls them together, and just throws them down. I'm going to say probably this is a solid 9 out of 10. Do not miss it. 4 tracks, one from the great Matador on the remix. Again, that's sort of the Multiverse track. And he just adds his own sort of organic, arpeggiated, constantly flowing vibe to it. Overall, Fabio Florido, the Multiverse EP, available right now on +8 I've just said it's the best track of 2019 so far. Big, bold, evolving techno, really nice grumbling bass line, the synthesizers weaving in, constantly evolving, and that percussion just hooks everything together. Really great track, 9 out of 10. Don't miss it.